Hey everybody, it's John Ziemba, and in this video, we will walk through how to set up your new KW website. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on your name in the top right hand corner and click on your marketing profile. And I know for some of you guys, this is a little repetitive, but for people that are starting in the middle, it's very important. So we click on your name in the top right hand corner, then click on settings. We click on connect settings and then marketing profile. And again, we just want to make sure that all this information is filled out. Items like your agent license number, your professional title, your bio, your phone numbers, your website. If you don't know what your website is, put google.com there and we'll change it later. Items like your brokerage name needs to be correct, address, market center, brokerage license number, and a legal footer. What you'll notice is I just have my name as a licensed real estate broker in the state of Illinois. Keller Williams Momentum, you can add that there. If you need legal footer links like you have in Texas, you can add some links there. And if you need images, you can put them there as well. Social media, if you have the full social media links there, you can, if you have them here, you want to make sure the HTTPS format and it's the full link. Also for your mobile app, what you want to make sure is HTTPS and that there's no spaces on the end here. So for anybody that's watched my videos, this might be a little repetitive. I apologize. We're going to click save. And then the websites and both the mobile app are located in the consumer applet of Command. In order to find that, we click on KW in the top left-hand corner, and we come and look at the bottom item, and what you will notice is that is consumer. So we're going to click on consumer, and now realize that your page might look a little bit different than mine because I've added a bunch of stuff here. So again, in order to get here, we click on KW and then consumer, and that takes us to the consumer homepage, which is actually on landing page. What we're going to do right now is we're going to click on site and app settings. And when we do this, what we're going to do is we're going to do the next item, which is a Kelly guide. And what that's going to do is that's going to help us set up our website. And the first 3 pages that are on our website. Now, what I usually suggest is that you walk through the Kelly guide first, and then you go back and you do any edits that you have to do the second time. I will show you a couple edits along the way, but normally what I would do is I would just set it up once, and then I would go back and do the same process again, because it makes sure that the basic setup is done right, and then we go and just make the edit. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Learn More with Kelly Guides, and it's going to say, do I want to do the agent site or the consumer settings? So think agent site as the site, consumer settings as the app. I click on agent site, and then I click Continue. It's going to ask me, do I want to leave the site? I'm going to click Yes, Leave. And we're going to be to the Kelly Guides here. Now, what we'll have to do is we'll have to scroll down and click Get Started. And it's going to say, hey, you have to have the right information. The KWI is not liable if you don't. The first thing you'll do is you will come over and you will see your subdomain here. Now, depending on if you have claimed a subdomain, if it's blank here, it'll say claim subdomain. If you need to change your subdomain, it's going to say confirm subdomain. So this should be sometext.kw.com, and that will be your new website URL, and that's 30 maximum characters. I think sometimes if you have a space in here, it'll be a problem, or if you have capital letters, you might need to make them all lowercase. You'll click confirm domain or claim your domain, and it'll say you've claimed your subdomain. Once we're done with that, we can click on marketing profile. Now, in theory, if we've done this correctly, all this information should already be here. We shouldn't really necessarily need to add it. If we have an issue, sometimes it doesn't allow us to edit it. We can edit it here if needed to be. I'm going to hit save and continue, and I'll get congratulations. And now we're going to talk about the style and theme. So we'll notice we have the KW red theme and the KW dark theme. What I've noticed is that that's really the KW over here in the left-hand side. I like the red theme. I don't necessarily know there's a bunch of huge differences here, but the next section I do want to spend a few seconds on. What we'll notice on our home screen is that we have the whole image that we see as the background is called the hero image. And then we have what we call the omnibox or the omnibar search. That's right in the middle, and this text here. This is called the homepage text. So you will notice it says find your dream home. And as I change the text here, it will change the text that displays here. Additionally, you will notice that by default, there are 5 what are called hero images, again, background images, here that are set as the default. So as somebody is on your website, they will scroll through each individual option. You can delete or upload your own. Now it says the recommended is 1200 by 1200. I find that it's actually like 1200 by 900. And you can upload up to five designs there. So I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to click Save and Continue. And now we're going to come to, this is sometimes called the company profile. So this is a page that I would suggest that you come back and you edit afterwards. And you're more than welcome to use my content. I give you permission to do it. If you want to copy my pictures, you can just do a right click and click Save Image As, and you can literally copy and paste it. Now it's important to understand that the page title is what shows up in your menu, and the About KW is what they call the slug. So you'll see the website domain is johnz.com or johnz.kw.com/about-kw. That's what the slug is. That's the part of the URL. The SEO description is what Google displays when somebody does a search for your site and it shows up in the results. Once we're done with the SEO settings, we will see the content. Just keep in mind that there are a limited amount of text you can add here. And I've added some very basic stuff here, so I just have added Gary Keller and Josh Team. I've added a footer here as well. And when you're done with this, or what I would suggest is if this is the first time going through this, just skip this and click on Continue. Okay. If you've added your bio, you should see this page is pretty much set up. We click on Content. We have the option of adding all this information here. All right. I click Continue. Then what I notice here is we're on the Contact Us page where it says in the content section here, the intro paragraph, what you will notice is that you will need to replace this text. In addition, you will need to edit the phone number because if you don't have the dashes on this one, you will notice that the styling doesn't add the dashes for you. Okay, when you're done, you'll click Save and Continue, and then we'll be done. So we can just click the X. Now, when you get ready to edit one of those 3 pages, again, the easiest way to do that is to just go back through that Kelly Guide, click on Site and App Settings, learn more with Kelly Guide, and then click on Agent Site. I find that this is the easiest. There are other ways to do it, so if someone tells you should do it somewhere else, that's okay. I find that this is in one simple area. I can just hit Save and Complete for all the items that I don't need to revisit here, as you can see that I'm doing. And then now I'm at the About KW page where I can edit, which is the first one I really need to edit. When I'm done with this, I would then just click Continue, Continue, Save and Continue, and now I'm back to the beginning. Then when I go to my website, I will go to the full domain, including my subdomain. Do not put www in front of it, and you will see your new KW website. So that's the most basic version on how to set up the KW website.